Hello, and welcome. This is Brand New Smith live from the Forbidden Library, and yet again, it is coding time. We're gonna do some coding, we're gonna do some drawing, we're gonna do some game deving in general. It's gonna be good. I'm really happy with how this game has been heading so far. So, really happy to continue! Hello, everyone. Let's go here, cover my face up. There we go, ready to go. You don't need to see me twice. That would be weird. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lucas. Hello, Brescio. Hello, howdy. Howdy. Noble Size Phantom. Hello, and hello, Lucius. Dogma, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hello, sweetie. Hello. For his neutral special, he wields gun. He does. For his up special, he also wields gun. For his down special, he pets his dog. Oh, and I got pets too. Oh, heck yeah. What timing, Brescio. That was perfect timing. Oh my god, Brand New Smith is here. I don't believe it. On my own channel. Holy shit. You would never expect me here. Just absolutely surprising you every day. And she's super close. I do like to be super close when I get here. Make sure you're awake. Random question that has nothing to do with what I'm drawing right now. If you had a weapon, what would it be? Oh my gosh, if I had a weapon, what would it be? There's so many choices in life, bro. So many choices. What if I had I'm just gonna go with a basic bitch sword, honestly. I've wielded many weapons in the D&D. Bridie would use telekinesis. I'd be like, you know, has anyone played Final Fantasy 14? And the summoners and scholars, and they have books as their weapons. Really, that would be my weapon. I do main summoner in my main account, so no one codes like Bryony or Smith except for actual coders, maybe. Bryony's the type of character who's a small granny that just wields a giant battle axe for some reason. Yes! I love those characters. Also, another reason why Kaiju number 8 is wonderful right now. You have a small blonde girl who has a giant axe, and it's great! Naruhodo, thanks for the info. I was trying to make a pun on Naruhodo, but it didn't work. Sorry, work is very good at distracting me during streams and assigning shifts while I'm streaming. Great stuff. You main summoner? How am I not surprised? I really wanna level up my Pictomancer and swap to that because Pictomancer is so much fun. But that's not what we're here for. That would be a different stream. We're here for GAM. Now, I forgot to open the notes that we made last time. 1 second. Where's the game notes? This is the game notes we made last time. Bow. I also had an idea after last time. I wonder when so desune is gonna be in Brian's vocabulary. It all depends on what VTubers and streamers she's watching at the time. If they start saying it, she's gonna start saying it because she is a chameleon. Chameleon of language who just picks up other people's shit and calls it her own. Yeah, the chibi has a shield. The chibi's a shielder. I would like to be a saber. But I had an idea, you know, let me show you. Let me talk you through this idea I had through the week that I would like to do. So you see, we have our game. And when you go into the game, we lose all our identity as a game. Because I just have a stock image and a black background. That's boring. What I would like to do is make it kind of like the options page where it's a book and the text would be on here and the picture that you can just about see in the background like you can there would be the town background or the forest background. So that's what I'm thinking about trying to achieve today. What I'm gonna do just to give me a bit of a... So that's where my text appears. So we need to make sure this bit is readable. I might change the text to black if we do this though, because it'll look better on the thingy. Oh, changing the pen to be a fountain pen. That would be cool. Oh, we'll see if I can figure out how to do that. That would be very good. In fact, I'm going to put that in the notes so I don't forget. Change cursor to be fountain pen or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Now I won't forget. Write things down so you don't forget. I kind of want to screenshot quickly, like, because the text isn't completely in the middle. So let me get my snippy tool here. We love our snippy tool. And I'm just going to grab that, copy that, and throw it into here. So let's just resize that, because then I'll get an idea of where the text actually is, kind of thing. So it's about that. That's where the text is. This is where I need to be covered. No tea today. I have coffee and my comfort food to last through the night. I am ready. Coffee? Gross. Why you got coffee? Coffee sucks, man. So what I want, because it doesn't have to be as much as the options page. I don't need to see the whole thing. Maybe just this line. And then like a couple of these little lines coming out. So let's try that. We need black. It would be about here, maybe. Like that. Yeah, like that. Hello, Exna, welcome. True, life's already bitter enough, so coffee at least should be sweet. Everything should be sweet. Maybe not everything. There'd be some things that'd be a bit weird if they were sweet. Like, she says everything should be sweet. I actually don't like a lot of sweet teas, you know. Well, it depends on the sweet. I don't like a lot of sweet fruity teas, you know. My other half likes them quite a lot, which means we definitely both have different tastes in tea, which is kind of annoying more than anything. So we'll do the lines there, and then we'll go up. I'm gonna just hide this. Oh shit, did I do that on the wrong... No! Rookie mistake! I did it on the wrong layer! Shit. Shit. Bollocks. God damn it. Rookie mistake here. I'll have to redo that. Meh. Meh. Right. Oh well. Rookie mistakes. I admire both bitter bean juice water and the boiled leaf juice. You are ambidrinkstress. Just arrived and you insulted me and my entire bloodline bashing coffee. Screw your whole bloodline! I hate coffee and coffee sucks. If your bloodline wants to come after me, then bring it on, bitch. Oh, that makes sense. Nice and straight, nice and straight. Okay. I take fruity tea over a regular one anytime. No, I don't really. I don't mind a fruity tea as long as it tastes like actual fruit. I don't like it when it tastes like sugary. That's what bothers me. When it tastes like fake fruit, that bothers me. I don't want it to taste like chemical fake fruit. Anger now. Well, at least you got a bollocks out of me. Well, I don't know why you'd want bollocks out of me, honestly. I would have thought you would avoid bollocks at all costs. I switched over to YouTube because I'm not a fan of Twitch. That's fine. Absolutely fine. You watch wherever you are most comfortable. That is the key to life. Okay, so let's put that up. And then we'll cover it in somewhat fleshy color. No, wrong layer! Better, better, better. We could, you know. Boom. There we go. I could, you know, do this a lot quicker. And then we just take that down a little bit. And what I'd like to do is... So I just want to put that up a little bit, because I want this bit here to be maybe a bit more solid color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the big old airbrush. Where is that bad boy? There it is. I don't want it to be quite that big. Take that down, and we want it just like around here. Kinda, just draw an outline there. Make it a bit bigger. And then this is, you know, where the text is gonna be. What do you guys say? We will after our morning coffee. Well, I need to have my morning tea, so that's agreed. What about mint tea? I like that one. Oh, I like mint tea. Mint tea's lovely. I just started digital art, and I have made the mistake more times than expected. It's really hard to tell what layer you're on, and then the more complicated you go in, the more mistakes you end up making, and oh lordy, is it a giant pain in the ass to do that. There we go. I think that's lovely. My problem with coffee is that no matter how much I drink it, I don't feel that wakefulness they say will happen. Want to try a secret path, since the house you can add tiny. Yes, extremely tiny. No one will notice a character peeking from the window. That's true. We could like add like a really creepy little guy down here. That'd be funny. Just like in this window down here. We'll make a very small brush. Just add a little guy. Just add a little, he's just a little fella in the window. How much is that little fella in the window? La 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 la. Let's just add a little weird bunny guy here for no reason whatsoever. And no one will know but you guys. That's how you know you're special. People just be reading and they'll never know there's a little guy in that window. Hello, Shrimpy TV, welcome. I like the taste, I suppose. I mean, the smell of coffee is wonderful. I'll give you that much. I love the smell of coffee. It's like, it's very nice. I just can't stand the taste of it. The fun part is you can have a Karen into the story trying to reset or stop your roots. A challenge, right? Well, Sonny, I have something already planned for something more meta like that. Don't you worry. Yeah, this is Critter. Yeah, I use Critter. It's because it's free. It's not the best to use. I think I would want it to be more orange now. I find this whole eraser button very annoying. I'd rather the eraser be a different, just like a different tool, but you know, that's something we sacrifice for this very awesome free bit of software, honestly. I can't work with Critter. I'm sort of a CSP girly. That's fair. I mainly do this because it's free. I don't have to search the wide web for any kind of solutions. This works okay for me. Like I said, I'd love to get an actual drawing tablet one day. That is a far gone dream. Or something like that, because then it gives the whole thing more of a feel of something. The storybook feel that we're going for, you know? It gives the background like we're reading this all from a page. Creepy little guy peeking out the window. Oh my god, it's me. Yeah, we're special. Thanks for the welcome to Shrimpy is Fine. Hokey dokey. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was just the only one who found the eraser thing irritating. It is irritating because you want the eraser to be like a different size. I don't want to have to change the size of my pen because I want a different sized eraser. It's really annoying. And then I have to be really specific on sizes. It's so annoying to change your pen size. I change it to a different size. I do a little thing and then I change it to something else and then I need to go back to the other one, but I forgot what size it is. So yes, I have issues with this software, but you know what? It works. It works, and that's okay. So let's give that a save. Like I said, we're gonna have to change it up a little bit. Let me just get rid of that one. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Okay, yeah. So there's a couple things I need to do here to actually get this to fit in properly. And it all starts with this magical folder. Textbox.png needs to be changed. So again, I'm just gonna copy it just so that I don't fuck it up too bad. So let's open this in Krita. Open with Krita. Depending on the era, you have an entire town. Banish them. She's witch, little red cry. Potentially. I keep clicking the buttons on the pen, accidentally erasing things. Ugh, yeah, I've done that. That's a giant pain in the boot. And then we want to do something amazing like this and just delete the fuck out of that and then just save that. And that'll get rid of that big black box now. That big black box and the big black box and the big black box. I definitely want to quit. So let's launch that again. I think my favorite part was when Mr. Wick said it's high noon and then died on the objective. It's high noon. Yeah, so if I can change this text to black. Why am I in the search bar? Here we go. Something should be options, maybe. GUI. Should be like a text button color. Just a text color would be great. Am I gonna have to get the documentation out again? I don't want to. I'm gonna have to. Renpid. We've been in the documentation so much, it knows exactly what I'm looking for. Text color. And I have to type without the U because obviously Americans are silly and they forget to put the U in some things. I need it more in the GUI selection rather than style properties, color class. GUI customization, size and colors. We went all through this last time, but I need something very specific now. Window icon, GUI.text size. So can I just put it in here? It's high noon, Mr. Wick, the sun has already set hours ago. Mr. Wick, it's high noon, talking NPC. Hi, I'm High Noon. I'll be your guide. What's GUI? GUI, the GUI, is your graphical user interface. It's basically your menu screen and all the buttons. That is your GUI. Your GUI. It's your GUI. I disagree. The best part is when the Baba Yaga went, "No, Red, I am your father," and then the parent shouted, "No! Why would I interface with something GUI?" Because it's been prettied up so much that you have no idea it's GUI anymore. It's only GUI on the inside. So I guess we got text size, text font. So maybe I could just put it in here. So define GUI.interface text color equals hashtag What's the thing for the hex code for black again? So I need to be something like that. Where did I put that? Where did I put it? It's it. There we go. I don't need to know. There's a text. There's a selector. Woo! Brownie's code is indeed very good. My code is just fine, thank you very much. My code is sleek. It has maybe one or two little stupid things in there, but whose doesn't? Whose doesn't? Black is 000, while white is F. F is the finalist of fantasies. Gooey. Sticky code, meaning you haven't encountered natural forest obstacles like tree sap. Most things alive are gooey on the inside. That's true. My code hopefully isn't alive though. That would be a bit scary. Makes me hungry. Reminds me of spaghetti. No, my code is not spaghetti. God damn! How dare you? What an insult you give me. It didn't work. Did I not save it? Save. Unless this is already being set. Yeah, it is. Maybe it's not. Oh no, it's here! It's here! It's already here! Black. We want it black. Painted black! Okay, cool. Try it again. Yeah. Quit. Launch the project. Spaghetti code, fuck off. For some reason, your stream always buffers a lot on my end, so I'll be watching with about 10 to 20 seconds delay. Wahaha! I can say or do anything I want and you can't even react for 20 seconds. Howdy! Yeah, look at this. That looks lovely. Oh, that looks so good! It looks like our game now! Oh, I'm so excited. Also, our little guy in the corner is even harder to spot now because the options are in the way. I'm gonna do this. I just want to see. Oh, we didn't get the achievement. Did I not? Oh yeah, we already got it. I just wanted to see what the achievement looked like, but we didn't see it. Code is alive. Let's add it in, Bri. Ha ha ha. You can create a special chaos protocol. How about no? This was supposed to be I love this shake. The shake is good. I'm going to, at some point, go digging through for some special effects. No, not special effects. Sound effects and stuff. So we can have a little, like, shake and things like that. And hopefully that... We also need music as well. I'm going to add that to my little list of things. Music, sound effects. Because, you know, it's not a game unless you're, like, hitting all the senses at once, really. Bridie's brain is slow. She'll take 20 seconds to move on to the next thing, so the delay doesn't matter. Oh, you're so kind to me, Lucas. You're so kind. Time to predict 20 seconds into the future. No, wick muscles for fan service. I do want to draw some characters in. I would like to do this. This is something in my brain, but I don't know. They're probably kind of low priority. How are you gonna hit smell and taste? I'm gonna hide in your walls, and then when you play the game, I will put some garlic bread in front of you, and then that means you'll eat the garlic bread, and the garlic bread smells really nice, and you'll eat the garlic bread because everyone likes garlic bread. If you have gluten issues, I'll make sure I get some gluten-free bread. We'll be fine. In 20 seconds, she'll say something dumb. Probably. Dedicate dev, yeah. Hide in everyone's walls. Anyway, okay, so I need to make sure that this is the same for the forest one. So we're going to hide that. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to go images. I'm going to copy and paste the forest background. I'm going to pull the forest background in. And then we're going to pull it to the back. Forest! But I'm going to need to do a file, save as. And I'm going to put it on that. Save that. Yeah, replace the shit out of it. Oh yeah, love garlic bread. See, no one can resist garlic bread, except unless you're a vampire. Even then, I like to believe that you know when you like give up being when you go be a vegetarian or vegan or something, that there's something you always kind of miss potentially. I don't know. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan, but I assume that you'd miss something if you weren't raised that way. But that's the sacrifice you make for the things you believe in. The garlic bread is the one thing that vampires would miss when they gave up their mortality. They missed garlic bread, because garlic bread is not the biggest sacrifice to make for immortality, but I would still miss it. I would even consider not having immortality because I wouldn't be able to have garlic bread anymore, but you know. I thought you were going to say if you give up being a vampire. I would potentially give up being a vampire for garlic bread, I'm not gonna lie. It's like Tokyo Ghoul, where the ghouls can't taste normal food anymore, despite them actually liking. Exactly! Like, you either have to change your diet for health, or for moral reasons, but, like, you can still regret and miss things from behind. Can you add a table of senses at the beginning? At the beginning, you can add information on what items to get on hand for better experiences. Stick it in the about page. Suggested to be played with garlic bread. Why? Because. Okay, tell the old story. Blah, 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 blah. Call the hunter. Blah, 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 blah. Enter the forest. Beautiful! Look how good it looks! Oh, I'm so happy. I need to check one thing, though. We need to go see... There we go, that fits it. Because this is the biggest wall of text we have in the game. So far. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. Let's put it in the about page now. It's screens. So... /n suggested to be played with garlic bread. Because. The best experience of garlic bread is a side post. You were right! You can't predict the future! We need to double check that's okay then. Make sure it's working. So we're going about... With assistance from an international brainstorming committee, aka chat, aka Brownie's intrusive thoughts. Suggested to be played with garlic bread, because... I don't think you don't think you've ever eaten garlic bread? Oh my god, Brescio! If you have access to a shop that sells some garlic bread, or next time you go to an Italian restaurant, do yourself a favor and order some garlic bread. It's good with cheese on too. Both good. You're from a second world country? Okay, fair. I guess I'll let you off. That's somewhat of a fair excuse, I suppose. Okie dokie. Right, let's go do some plot. Now I've gotten that out of my system. It looks so good though. I'm so like this game looks like my game now, and I'm so happy with it. Never eaten garlic bread. What? Hardy Crusader turning into Shogun's Xenoblade. Oh, but it looks so good. No. Have you ever made something and then just wanted to stare at it for a while? Anyway, what were we doing? Let's have a look at my notes. Right, so we were doing the general confrontation with Baba at the... Oh yeah, you guys got me to shoot red because you're assholes like that. So Baba House with Wick, but you got us a good ending for that. You made one of the good endings. However, we do have a bad ending to put in. If you don't have the potion, Red will die. Baba escapes into her house, leaving Red. Let me just double check. You call out to stop Mr. Wick and in the process distract him. Red screams along with Granny as the bullet rolls through the air. Granny screeches, throws Red to the ground, and retreats into her house. The house starts to move, but it doesn't matter now. Your little girl is hurt. You and Wick scramble to her side. For every good ending, there are 7 bad endings. There basically are at this point. I thought that Mr. Wick is the main character. No, you're not playing as Mr. Wick anyway. Mr. Wick doesn't even feature in some of the routes. You don't have to call the hunter to help you in your quest. You are the parent of Red Riding Hood. And you have to go save her. Maybe you aren't playing as Mr. Wick. Yes, that's true. I suppose there's nothing wrong with any player role-playing that they are playing as Mr. Wick, but it'd be really weird if they were playing as Mr. Wick with Mr. Wick. Maybe Mr. Wick is Red's actual parent. Who knows? You play as a little gooey goblin that gets slain for 1 XP and 2 gold. I'm starting to care for Red. Damn, yes! You and Wick, Mr. Wick. I've been trying to make sure I always put Mr. I feel like it's very important to call him Mr. Wick at all times. Scramble to her side as she struggles to breathe. She is not dead, but the wound is certainly fatal. /P. Mr. Wick apologizes, but you have no other thoughts than getting your girl help. You pick her up, and the 2 of you flee the forest as fast as you can. But I care a lot about Red. I care about how many ways she can meet her demise. Well, we're writing one right now, so don't you worry. This is the ending you guys earned last time. Mr. Wick apologizes, but you have no other thoughts in getting your girl help. You pick her up, and the 2 of you flee the forest as fast as you can, but by the time you get her to the village and a healer, Red has already breathed her last. Bad end. Wow, wow, wow. Poor Red, she's being bullied left and right by the chat. She is. I feel like my chat always needs someone to bully. They have a lot of pent-up anger here that they've got to get out on some kind of virtual or digital thing. This new route will randomly generate the story into dyslexia font. No, I wouldn't mind putting the whole thing into a dyslexia font. If I can get my hands on a dyslexia font to put in, I would. Or like a font to help people with dyslexia kind of thing, because obviously that's an annoying thing to try read with, and it is easier to read. So that would be a thing. I'm gonna put that in the notes actually. Look up dyslexia friendly fonts. We want this to be as wonderful as it can be to all peoples. Title card could be a regret and a bullet for this ending. Oh, that would be good. She died on her parents' arms on the way. That sounds tragic. Oh, maybe I can predict the future. As someone with dyslexia can be annoying. Yeah, it's difficult. It is a handicap that is poopy for people to live with. So we'll try make it so the people who live with it aren't as annoyed at it while playing a choose your own adventure. So this is ending 15. This isn't a good end, this is a bad end. Why do they spell dyslexia that way? Just most of people's dyslexia. Because people are mean. So let's add that. Ending 15. Which is, like I say, bad end. Bad end. Bullet and regret. Question the marksman. That's my hint. I'm gonna add another one of these, which is part of my fluff, obviously. Like as a kid, this way you can have multiple players. How about no? Howdy, aren't you the one who lives in the fantasy land? Yes. Howdy lives in an urban fantasy, yes. Why they spell dyslexia like this? Most of dyslexia people. Maybe your power is future prediction, maybe. It was meant to be a simple game. It's gone wrong in so many cans. We've opened so many worms and so many cans. We have. It's terrible. Maybe, but it's usually throwing combs with surprising accuracy. Like I said, like Diego from Umbrella Academy. It's kinda how the word for fear uses... Fear of big words itself is a big word. It is. The scientific community or the grammar community or whoever decides how things are spelled are assholes. And Lucas said the same. Howdy. It turns out me throwing combs is just a smaller application of my future predicting powers, maybe. Oh my god, Little Red and Baba Yaga multiplayer. There is a story-based multiplayer game, which I am not replicating, by the way. God, I don't know how they do it. It's kind of like, well, there's multiple, actually. You've got Monster Prom, which is a multiplayer visual novel, technically. And then there's one called The Yarg, where you have to work together to stop the town from sinking. And when me and my friends played it, me and one other friend were like, I could do that, or I could party at the end of the world, you know? You love The Yarg? Yes, it was a good game. I really enjoyed playing that with friends. Even though they were really mean, they were really angry at me and another friend for, you know, not helping. Never had anyone to play it with? Oh no. That is poop. Oh wait, we don't need that anymore. No, we don't need to save that. This is what I want. So then make it a series. This is chapter 1. I mean, maybe. I would like to make more games like this. Especially since there seems to be some general interest in it. 1 minute, I need to blow my nose. Oi. We talked about lowering standards, did we not? Did we not? Last stream, when you guys would get your fucking standards out of the basement and put them on ground level. Stop it. Anyway, I'm not talking about your standards today. We did that. I freaked out about that enough last time. No, I think... because this was originally based off one of my short stories, I would maybe be looking to make another... something based off one of my other short stories, maybe. Brownie's Children Fantasy Story Connected Universe. Completing this game will generate a code key. This will combine into a secret feature. Maybe I have something already planned like that. Like I said, there's some really fun stuff I have planned for this game. I'm really excited. Well, I say loads of fun stuff. There's one, like I said, there's a bit, one particular feature I'm excited about. One particular beta feature. Not beta feature, meta feature. A meta feature. But I'm not gonna let anyone see it for ages. It's gonna be a super secret. Okay, if red is out, Wick can't shoot. Red is used as a bullet shield. Granny slowly backs away into a house, playing it's out. Right, so if we don't interrupt... let's go back a little. What route are we looking at? Other games can have cameos of previous game characters. We could have, like I said, I like the idea of Brownie's Children's Fantasy Story Connected Universe. That is a possibility. Because we could all have Mr. Wick show up in all of them at some point, or in some route, where you can call the hunter. Because the idea of Mr. Wick in my head is basically, I know as much as like the name is reference to John Wick, my brain imagines, does anyone remember that old Van Helsing movie? Because he's basically Van Helsing. He's called Mr. Wick, but he's basically Van Helsing. So he could turn up with a lot of things. Other games can have cameos. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait to step into the Brideverse! Mr. Wick is just there for some reason, the boogeyman. You just pass this hunter guy and his dog in the town in one of the games where it's like he's not really in it, but people can theorize that guy was Mr. Wick. Oh my god. This is the same universe. Got the gas powered repeating crossbow. Yes! No, my Mr. Wick straight up has a gun, I'm not gonna lie. But that's where my head goes when I'm thinking about Mr. Wick. Mr. Wick could be kind of like Sid from Final Fantasy. Yeah. I'm ready for the Brownieverse gadget game. We'll get Red as the welfare character. You know, live action Beauty and the Beast, the Candle Wick. Yeah, that's true. He's in it. He's already in it. Anyway, right, so what happens? Walking down the middle path, Edward sniffs the air and seems to freeze a moment before charging in the direction. Good boy, Mr. Wick seems happy. So, then she's there. One kid in a red cloak, please. Mr. Wick coolly responds. So you can either call out to Red. What happens if we just let Wick handle it as soon as we get there? Jump. Wick lead. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Label. Wick lead. Let Wick lead. Let him lead this dance. Go, Wick! I choose you! He's the professional here, really. We're just here because we want to save a child. Or destroy a child, depending on why you're playing this game. But, you know. Naming him Van Healing just makes me think he has a Texan accent. Van Helsing. Everything that has been written is already connected through the Forbidden Library. That much is true. Throwing me off because one of my characters is called Red Saboteur. And everyone calls them Red. Yeah, just to confuse you. Just to keep you on your toes. Wick use gun! Wick can use gun. Hold on. there's going to be sound effects, right? And voicing, right? What do you think, chat? I don't know if there's going to be voicing. But we're definitely going to have gunshot sound effects. We're definitely going to have some... I hope to have some character art, but it's just not high in the priority list. Like I said, I would theoretically like to have this out in October, August, September, October. That gives us 3 months to work on this properly. I want to hear a child scream every time something bad happens to Red. We are going so off track with crazy endings. Yes, we are, sweetie! Yes, we are! It'll never be done! He's just Bryony making noises in her room, inserting at random intervals. Yeah, do you know how I said I'd be in your walls? You keep silent and let Mr. Wick take the lead. You thought he would try to talk more, but he wasted no time and fired on the old crone. There should be an ending where Red opens a portal into a parallel universe and gets killed by her evil counterpart, Blue. Oh god, don't bring Blue into this. Last time we had a conversation about Blue, things went badly. People were talking, chat was specifically talking about adopting a different child called Blue that they would raise to be Red's enemy because they failed with their first child and wanted to try again. And I said no, surprisingly. It's like those 10 hours of silence interrupted with insert SFX. Since Discord, you can hold voice auditions on VC or audio clips. I mean, I could, yeah. I just, there isn't a lot of actual talking in this. I guess it could be Red versus Blue even. One second. You're gonna see something in a minute. There we go. You shouldn't see that, but I do kind of need it up, actually. 1 second. There we go. I had to get that sorted before it wouldn't work if I didn't do that. Please don't ban me. I know my jokes. I love bad jokes. Don't you worry. Bad jokes are welcome in this chat. I still think the blue pan sounds like a great plan. For that, Bri, look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Whitewood, them as kids. I see. Okay, right. But she's getting the drums decision. Yes, I was. Yes! Bad jokes for the bad person! Am I a bad person? Wait a minute. You keep silent and let Mr. Wick lead. Though you thought he would try talk more. Try find out where your daughter was, but he wasted no time and fired upon the old crone. The old woman hissed at the fire and moved back. Into the house. But Edward the hunting dog! Edward the hunting dog is his full name, just so you know. Edward the hunting dog. Had charged. And while Baba Yaga was focused on not taking a fatal bullet, the dog latched onto her leg. She screeched an almighty cry. That needs a thingy. Of course you'd name your dog Edward. Hey, I didn't name the dog Edward. That was Chase. I asked chat for a name, and Chase gave me Edward. So I didn't name the dog Edward. I named him the hunting dog, but I didn't name him Edward. That wasn't me. That was chat. Go restart my internet. Maybe that'll fix the buffering. Be right back. Toodles. Good luck to you, Howdy. Good luck. Used retreated to make her seem more scared. Gotta use learning English. Yes! You are smart. The old woman hissed at the fire and retreated and attempted to. I'm gonna put attempted to, because I don't want it to sound like she actually got into her house. Retreated and attempted to retreat. Brady will blame chat. She's crueler than usual. I mean, do you not deserve it? and attempted to retreat into her house, but Edward, the hunting dog, had charged while the Baba Yaga was focused on not taking a fatal bullet and latched onto her leg. She shrieked, ungodly cry, and attempted to shake the animal off, only to fall back through her own doorway. Meanwhile, Mr. Wick had charged at the opening that it made. He called out to you to follow. Menu. Charge! Or you'll probably just get in the way. I don't know what's going to happen in that house, because the thing is, what Wick is trying to do is, because the house can move on its own, he knows that the house can move, so he needs to get in the house so that Baba can't run away. Those stilts, once they get moving, you're not going to fucking catch them. They're big ass chicken legs. They can move real bloody fast. And you are but on foot, so if you don't get in that house, you ain't getting that girl back. So that's what he's trying to do. That's what Wick's idea is. He gotta get in the house, which you do manage to do one of the other routes as well, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's this one. Little miss, run to your parent when you're free. Wick tells her, then points her gun at Granny. Granny hisses as she turns. The two give the house. Yeah, so this one is kind of harder because it started to move. Maybe we should get a Humvee and have an intense action chase scene. I don't think we can do that. Can a Humvee go through the forest if it's too thick? Howdy's internet is training his future reading abilities by increasing the chance from 20 to 30 seconds. Run into the house before it teleports is my suggestion. Oh, yes, that's what he's trying to do. However, if you don't do that, this is going to be an ending if you don't do that. Wick can Wick deal with it without you? But does that cause injury to Red? I don't know. What happens if Mr. Wick goes into that house without you? This is the question we have. So, Mr. Wick versus Baba Yaga solo. Red is still there. Baba may use the girl as a meat shield again, and in the smaller house, that would make the shot for Wick harder. However, he has his dog. Edward would likely run to Red right away to protect her. Problem is, Red doesn't know she needs protecting right now. She will likely try get past to Granny herself. Consequences. Red is safe but injured. Would Red getting injured more likely if you are there or if you are not there? That's kind of what I'm trying to plan out. Trying to consider. I think there should be consequences for not being brave enough to run into the house. To be like, oh, well, I'm just going to get in the way. When Wick has specifically told you to follow. So Wick doesn't believe that you will get in the way. The more the merrier. He wants to outnumber the Baba herself, I imagine. So he's going in there with one less person. I think Red would definitely be injured. I'm thinking... I know I said I wouldn't... Ugh. I know I said I wouldn't kill the dog, but we could injure the dog. I'm never gonna kill the dog. The dog is safe. Like missing an arm if you're not there. Ooh, that is hardcore. I don't know how that... I mean, I guess... How would that have happened? Because Baba, baby should keep the arm. Actually, Bri, if you can put that in the notes, this way you have less to deal with and can add to next chapter. Baba Yaga took a bite. Incapacitated isn't dead, I suppose. Yeah. Oop, D&D time. Have fun, everyone. Oh, wonderful. Have fun at D&D, Brescio. Have a good time. Yeah. Mr. Wick throws you a dirty look, but does not slow down for you. He makes it into the house as it starts to raise and rise. Think about it. After game, your next game needs a decent plotline, which can include a possible alternate route of Red. No, I'm not thinking about the next game. Full stop. I just gotta figure this one out first. We don't even have a proper plotline here. Like, I kind of haven't even written what happens in the short story, let alone the rest. We've just added a lot of other crap, and it's great, and I love it. The adventure of Wick and Red finding their way back to her shitty parent. Mr. Wick throws you a dirty look, but does not slow down for you. He makes his way to the house and starts to raise and rise. You hear shouts and screams, but they get quieter as the house raises on chicken-like stilts and starts to run away. You try try to run after it, but its long strides quickly increase the gap beyond catching up. It's gone into the horizon before you can even take. It's gone into the horizon, and you can only fall to your knees and pray for Mr. Wick and Red's safe return. You return to town. Many are worried and saddened that you have returned on your own. Days, weeks pass, and eventually there is a knock at your door. As soon as you open the door, you are punched in the face. Kind of like foreshadowing, but with different routes foreshadowing other routes. That'd be fun. Oh, add a bit of detail on the noises so that if they're doing this thing, they will run together, but the player will go, oh, I recognize that. Yes, I think I'll make a note to add more different noises once I've done that route, because I don't know what's specifically going on there. Add noises that reflect being in the house. In the house for Red for player and Wick when player does not go in with Wick. Okay. So how many bad ends did we get while I was sleeping off a headache? We've only had one extra since, and that's the one you guys earned last stream. Because we put the good end last time with the last stream on, but I've just put the bad end in one now. And now I'm about to give you another bad end, so there's two this stream. How about for the complete series, you can call it the Red Wick Chronicles at the ending, but this was only the beginning. Red became the Red Hunter, and now she's hunting parents down. Da da da! You know that scream for Fiddlesticks League of Legends. Help me! No, I do not. I do not know much about League, honestly. Once you have recovered from the shock, you see Mr. Wick and Red. Mr. Wick seems to be one arm down, and Red's half of Red's and one of Red's eyes is covered with an eye patch. He demands payment. Under the threat of his gun, you give him payment. You try to talk to your daughter, but she ignores you, calls you But she says she doesn't talk to cowards. And she leaves with Mr. Wick. Bad end. Bad end. Redken tried to hunt us down, but little does she know, it's just a reason for us to add more bad ends. Wait, you don't know? Please, can we do a Fiddlesticks League reaction for reference, please, Brian? It's like 2 minutes, I think. Maybe some other time, some other stream. I mean, that's fair. Man lost an arm for this job, and Red is just a little shit like normal. Red can try hunt us down, but we can certainly add more trauma to guilt trip. Wonderful. Right, that's ending 16! Ending 16. It's actually theoretically, technically going to count as a good end. Because any end where she's alive and okay is technically a good end. Where she is saved is a good end. And though this is kind of maybe a bad end, it's as far as the system is concerned, it's a good end, but it's going to be a questionable good end, bad end kind of thing. But the system will count it as a good end. 16. 16. What was this one going to be called? Bad end. I'm going to put a question mark. That's a low bar. Really, that is all. And the fact that there's so many bad ends, even though that's a low bar for a good ending. And there's so many bad ends. Yeah, bye. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? A coward's way out. That's wonderful. Thank you for naming things for me. Kinda sounds like alternative ends to fate. Maybe. Not enough bad ends. Red blood must form. Every donation, Bry adds a new route, then must make a new ending. Really? I don't think I've had any supers or bits during one of these streams yet. So you'd need to get up to at least 16 of these before I'd start adding new ones because of donos. Fate mentioned. What terrible thing did I just jump into? I don't know. But yeah, I love the Fate visual novel for some of the extra endings. It's very fun. Well, there's one. That's one. Shall I add a bit of a counter on my notes? Donos during streams. Currently at 1. So I could keep adding endings depending on donos, but if you guys go crazy, then I can't guarantee it. Maybe we could add something else to based on donos as well. But fuck it, challenge me, bitch. Hesitation. You're not a trained soul. Thank you, normal size phantom. You're not trained for this. That is your hint. So that's going up to 2. Thank you, normal size phantom. You've got 16 to catch up on. Well, no, not 16. You're on 14 now. So that's an ending there. Wonderful. So what does happen if we get in the house? There's two things where we get in the house, and I think we get there in different ways. That's three. that's three. Just did. That's three donos. Oh nozos. He challenged me, but she says challenge me, and then nope, it's fine. We're already on 3. You still have a few to go. Seriously, an ad started playing right when I'm done. I'm sorry. I wish that YouTube... One thing I like about Twitch subs that YouTube doesn't do is the turning off ads for members or for subs. That's really good. I wish YouTube did that. You guys at the very fucking least deserve to watch me without ads. Still missing the Red falls into a man-eating plant walking home. The trip home is interrupted by an earthquake. And a tree falls on Red. Red gets stolen by an angry fae. Red gets chased down by wolves. No! Those are just random. I know the random ad jump scares really get me. Sorry, my dude. I remember when I watched like HoloLive VODs and stuff, they're really vicious sometimes. Parent could rush in and immediately go for the tackle. Personally, I prefer a drop kick. We can have an attempt at a drop kick. I'm just trying to find where I wrote that they got in. Did you give chase, but the house starts to move? Don't let them get away. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's another... Run for Red while she's... No, that's if you're in the house on your own. So we've got 3 scenarios in the house. 1, Wick goes on his own, which we just saw. He lost an arm and Red lost an eye. Second one is you and Wick going together. This is obviously going to be the best one. So if you actually go in with him, this is going to be best route possible, really. And then there's one where only you make it in. So I think the one where you make it in, if you're going to get the good ending there, it's going to be self-sacrifice. You make it into the house. Stuff happens. House moves. You manage to get Red and throw her down to Wick, but get killed. I think if you go into the house yourself, there's going to be very few ways for you to get out alive. Because Mr. Wick is trained professional. But even he lost an arm. Yay, drop kicks. I have a day-old homemade chocolate cake. I'm gonna go eat that. Oh, heck yeah. I want it. Can you send some to England, please? Going solo, watch her die. Got it. There's probably gonna be a few where Red dies as well. A few where you get thrown into the oven. It's going to be very difficult for you to... You're not getting out alive. Full stop. If you go into the house on your own, you're not getting out alive. Full stop. However, you might make it out with Red. You will not survive, but endings abound. And Red, yeah, Red's got 1 chance to make it out alive if that's the case. So what happens if you go in? Which one do we want to do first? Do you want to do you and Wick go in first, or just you go in first? Also this, I don't know what's going on with this. Red looks conflicted, but she nods as you tell her how worried the village is, and how you miss her. She loosens her grip on Granny, and goes to run to you, but Granny grabs her and pulls her back. Oh, wait a minute. This is so hard to focus! I don't need any of this now. What we need is granny house with wick and player. Player? Why do I keep adding an extra A? Player. There we go. Granny house with just player. Granny house gets away. So honestly, if Granny gets a chance to actually get in the house and move, you and Wick kind of want to see a good ending for a change. Okie dokie. No, this is mine and mine alone. Also, me, mum, and brothers, and that one nice neighbour. God, everyone but me, I understand. You will not survive the off in the cold food, out of the hot eat the food route. You see, you and Wick, yeah. It's like player, but with an accent. That's what all my typos are. They are just the word, but with an accent. Yeah, so let's go in with Wick then. So you decided to run in with Wick. Charge! So, jump. Confrontation. Confrontation. Wick and player. Boop, 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 boop. Label. Confrontation. Wick and player. Let's go. Oh, actually, before we go any further, I just realized that we haven't been testing, so we need to do some quick tests before we keep going on. Make sure I haven't done anything stupid. So start blah 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 blah. Old story. So what do I need to get to this bit? We need this. So I need to test ending 15 and 16. So for 15, we need to go get her shot without the potions. So call the hunter, enter the forest, go down the center path. I think it's call out for red. Do I shoot red? Red shield. Where do I get? Ask Wix for advice. Okay, right. I picked the wrong option. We need to go back. Yeah, center path. Let Wick handle this. You'll probably just get in the way. There we go. So that's that ending. That's not the one I wanted to check, but... Coward's way out! Go first or Wig first? Brownie types up north. I do want to type up north, I do. First move is to ask Wick what we do. Another move is going for the right hook. Been lurking because I'm playing Project Diva. What song would I recommend? Oh god, Dance of Many. I really like that one. I think it's just fun to play. The song's not my favorite, but I really like playing it. It feels good to play. Okay, so how do I get to the other one? How do I get to shooting red again? I forgot. So, I think it's Wick. Red shield. Where do we get to red shield? I don't even remember how to play my own game. Call red. So I've got to call to red. Then I've got to ask Wick for advice. Then I need to tell him to shoot. Okay. La la. Tell the old story. Alternative route can be red is good at cooking. Learning how to cook by Wick, which Granny took an interest. That sounds boring. Hold the hunter. and the forest. Blah, 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 blah. Center path. Blah, 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 blah. So I do need to call for red. Then I need to ask for Wick's advice. Then I need to trust Wick's aim and tell him to shoot. Then I need to hesitate. Which, yeah, there we go. I've done a dumb. We've done dumbs. We've done dumbs. We need to add returns onto here because these are endings. So we need to end the game when it does the thing. Return. There isn't one here either. Return. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. Right, so let's go. I'll need to restart it. Or she cooks Granny instead. Since it's food, what if Granny was full and decided not to eat red? Exactly, Howdy. A classic fairy tale ending, which gets shoved on the object she uses for evil. Yeah! Put her in the oven! Okay, try again. Blah, 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 blah. Tell the old story. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. Scent path. Call out for red. Wick's advice. Trust his aim. Hesitate. Bad end. Wonderful. And let's just check those all appeared. Coward's way out. A bullet and a regret. Perfect. Okay, testing is done. Now we can go put plot in. Apologies for that. Needed to be done, otherwise I forget. Sorry, just giving a bit of a stretch. Okay. The two of you barge into the house. Wick going high with a kick and you and you going low with a rugby tackle. You, Mr. Wick, Baba Yaga, and Edward the hunting dog. Land in a heap on the floor. Granny. Ba-ba-ba-da. Comes Red's voice. She is looking at you through the door in another room. Because if I'm... Is this the ending where she came out? I can't remember. Confrontation with Wick and player. Was Red already out there? Wick lead? No. Yeah, so Red wasn't out. Red was inside the whole time for that. So for this one, she did start indoors. That's okay. Howdy, do you know the Addams Family? They explain this route. A good ending to this route could be a brave man goes to parallel a coward's way out. What you think was a good ending is actually bad ending if you think the roles reverse. Red is a brat. Red is a slight brat. Slight brat. You can add another option where you regret going in. After seeing how horrible this is. I mean, nothing too horrible's happened so far, other than, seeing your daughter. Which I suppose is really horrible to some of you in chat. Let's face it. Granny, comes Red's voice. She is looking at you to the door in the room. Again, we're probably gonna have to bring in the whole Red's trust thing and how much she likes you right now. So. You tell her to stay in that room for now. There, Mr. Wick and Granny. Yourself, Mr. Wick and Granny are going to have a talk. If Red's trust... We have another Red's trust thing up here. If it's 30, she doesn't listen to you. Because you tried to ground her for doing something stupid, which is honestly fine. She kind of deserves to be grounded. But a small child doesn't give a shit if she deserves it or not. If you want gruesome, how about feeding her first instead of an empty stomach? No. The moment Parent sees Red. This was a bad idea. Goodbye! Red doesn't know any better. They think they deserve life. Red definitely thinks she deserves life. I think Red deserves life. Maybe? Red runs out to Granny, but Mr. Wick catches her before she can make contact with the old crone. All I heard, Brony said that she deserves it. I choose to ignore the rest of what she says. That's fair, I guess. You do you. You do you. I'll do me. In the end, I'm the one who codes it. Look up the Addams Family Hansel and Gretel clip, then decide. I see. I will check that out at some point. Red runs to Granny, but Mr. Wick catches her before she can make contact with the old crone. Granny attacks while the two are momentarily distracted. Her hands turn to claws, and she scratches at them. Oh, you're gonna be happy now, and I hate you all why this is happening. I know I'm writing it. I said I write it, and I have, like, so much choice in this. But you know what? When things kind of just happen in plot, they kind of just happen in plot. You underestimate how much control a writer actually has about what happens. Blood splatters. Red screams. Red and Wick scream. You see your daughters are arm detach at the elbow. You see Mr. Wick. A few of Mr. Wick's fingers fly off. Oh lordy. A writer can kill off a character anytime they want, just to move the plot forward. Yeah, but sometimes the plot doesn't give you a choice. Like, you have to kill off a character to move the plot forward. It doesn't make sense to do anything else in the plot, because you have to, and then the plot demands! The plot demands! And you must not say the plot. You must not disappoint the plot. Yeah, it's both gruesome and gnarly. Indeed! Red living is so 2015 and only boomers would write that. You're not a boomer, right? How dare you do this to me, Chase? How fucking dare you? I'm just going to ignore that. People say writers can do anything in their story, not understanding that a writer has the rules that they made. Yeah, well, you have rules to stick to. Like, you can do anything in a plot. I could suddenly change someone's gender. I could make a piano fall from the sky and crush Granny, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit in the rules of the world. It doesn't fit the characters. It doesn't fit the tone. There's so many constraints. You gotta fit it all in, otherwise it'll be stupid and weird. Which is why I've said no to a lot of your ideas. That's why when you guys have suggested something, I've challenged you to fit it into the constraints of what we have. Constraints of our characterization and constraints of stuff. Ha, joke's on you. We are your intrusive thoughts. I know you are. I know. I'm pretty sure my intrusive thoughts wouldn't call me a boomer, though. I am not. I will not live for that slander. Bryony can write that Granny fell in love at first sight with Mr. Wick and nobody is stopping her. Except for the plot! The plot is stopping me! It would make no sense and the tone would be weird! Else. I'm not gonna call that an ending. Like, you can still survive this. It's not great, and it's probably gonna affect stuff later. But I'm not calling that an ending. Red nods and closes the door. Okay, so it's gonna be what would I call that? How would you define this event in a variable? One-armed red. True. Something like that. So if we have a one-armed red that's true, then some other stuff might happen. I mean, Red's arm is not required for the cooking process, so it's fine. Oh, you meant about living. I mean, she can have the red. Call it mistakes or something. Mistakes are made. Red lands. It fits the piano because it's ripped into the paper where they learn they are fictional characters. Their world is shattered. But it doesn't fit. But it doesn't fit for that to just suddenly happen for no reason. One arm, red hair, Shanks from One Piece. That's genius. Ending can be the piano falling with Mozart and Beethoven. But no. Red is Shanks from One Piece confirmed. Well, then you better be nicer to us. I haven't read much of One Piece. But Shanks was the guy at the start, right? He was a nice guy. You should be nicer to Red if Red is Shanks, right? Okay. Red nods and closed the door. Okay. How is this? We need to choreograph this event in my head. So we have a very, very angry lady. I think this is going to have to go off to its own thing. And this is going to have to go off to its own thing. Because the inclusion of red just makes this a lot more complicated. than it needs to be. There's too many variables, too different, so I might not need a one-armed red true. We might need to just jump to one-armed red here, and then have it be its own label down here. Label one-armed red, and I'm just gonna put return for now, and then down here, jump wick player wick versus Baba, and then jump to player wick. Oh no, it says label player wick versus Baba. Return. Save. Even meaner then? No! It fits because it doesn't, depending on what happened. Depending on when it happens. Imagine one book as the camera zooms out to 2 books and 3 books and so on, and a library fits your channel. How would I even do that? You know, the ending of Men in Black or Cartoon Showdown, it absolutely fits. Maybe, but no. But it's overly complicated and I hate it. So I'm going to go down to this one first, I think. So you've managed to convince red not to go anywhere. So the next thing that would happen, obviously, is the house is going to start moving. The house starts to move. The Baba Yaga's form changes. Its limbs become longer. Roots like tendrils reach out from her shoulders and grab the surroundings to steady herself as the floor moves up and down. It tilts, and a room at the end of the hall. Actually, no, I'm going to give you a choice here. Menu. Attack the Baba Yaga. Steady yourself. Grab something to hold on to. Return. Baba turns into a house. He's not turning into a house. He's just kind of like, I don't know, being weird and gross. Oh, look, I have someone to ban on Twitch. 1 second. Yay, banning. Simple, Bride. Just shrink the picture and extend the drawing. You know the last scene from the Digital Circus. No, I don't know the last scene from the Digital Circus, but I do remember the Men in Black one that you're on about. A true curry is the house moment right there. Did we take something from the fairy in this route? We could, in any route, we could potentially have anything from the fairy. This is something I have to keep in mind. If you guys can think of any reason to use it, I've already given them the chance to use the mirror. I'm not going to give them another chance to use that. We've also had a chance to use the potion, and we probably will have a chance to use the coin purse, and by use the coin purse I mean we will get shot by Wick at some point, because that's what happens when you pick the coin purse. But the other items from the fairy, I'm not sure why you would use them right now. If you could think of a way, by all means suggest them. The house tilts her at a great angle, and you cannot find a great angle, and you cannot scramble, and mid-charge you cannot. Fairy coin purse, surprise attack to face. Yeah, maybe that can be the attack that we're going for. Scramble to grab hold of anything too quickly. Oh, this is where the coin purse could come in. You fall and slide down into an open door at the end of the kitchen. Mr. Wick, who had grabbed onto something, tries to catch you, but fails. The floor starts to right itself, and the door closes you in a dark room. You hear Mr. Wick and the Baba on the other side. Okay, if coin purse, if coin bag equals true. You hear Baba continue to try tempt. Since Wick is a hunter, right, they should have known some survival skill, like crushes, leaves, moss, and roots. Yeah, technically. Sam's bud to sock and just hit martial arts. What if potion equals true? We can return Red's arm in the ending of this room. Yes, definitely. I will make a note of that. If Red's arm is missing at the end of a route, give player opportunity to use the potion to save her and heal Mr. Wick. Maybe too if I'm feeling nice. Hello, Hack Dog, welcome. Hackdog 999. To think we would be trapped in knockoff monster house in this route. What a shame. Thank you for the follow, Hack Dog. Appreciate it. She does realize that the picture can hold additional items, literally everything in images. You hear Baba Yaga tempt. What am I working on? I'm working on. Let me give you a quick look at it. This is a choose your own adventure game where you are the parent of Red Riding Hood, and our problem is that Granny is a Baba Yaga. So we're trying to make sure she doesn't get eaten by said Baba Yaga. Currently, we are in the Baba Yaga's house with the hunter. And we have failed to grab onto anything before we have been slid down the house into the Baba Yaga's big oven. problem is, so this is one of those foreshadowings we were talking about for other routes, because this is not the first time you can be in the Baba Yaga's oven. So players should... This is potentially their first time being in the Baba Yaga oven, but this is not the only time they can enter the Baba Yaga oven like this. Who would return her arm? With one arm, she'll become a young girl. Chase that fits. Remember, it's magic. You can fit it in as long as believer plot. You're in 1 MS turnover. Now. Just now. You hear Baba Yaga continue to try tempt. We are making a game! Yes, we are, Solar SP. We're making a game. It is a choose your own adventure game. You hear the Bagger try to tempt Mr. Wick with more money, and you are worried that Mr. Wick has not taken any more action. You strain your ears. You push your ear to the door and try to... Is this John Wick? It is a reference to John Wick, that much is for sure, because I made the main antagonist a Baba Yaga. And so when I needed a name for the hunter, I was like, well, there is no other name, really, is there? It's kind of technically Van Helsing, but I called him Mr. Wick. Wait, didn't we have a route of infinite us's? Who needs red when we can have a mobile army? No, you can only get one other version of you. You can only meet one other version of you. And once you've done it once, you can't do it again. I just fed my one-eyed dog. She looks so derpy. Oh, what a sweetie. Not just a game. If this goes well and gets enough donations, she would make more. Yes, I have said, maybe foolishly, that I will make as many endings as I get donations while streaming on this game. So far, we've had 3 donations. I've got 16 though. 16 endings already. So, welcome back, Lucas! Apologies for the stream dying in your end. So, yeah, if donos, if this will count as memberships as well, memberships, super chats, donations, kofis, all that kind of stuff while I'm at stream. And we will add more things to the game based off of that. Yeah. You push your ear to the door and try to push your ear to try and catch their conversation. But, you fool, you underestimate our desire to make red bleed. We've still only got 3. You guys haven't even catched up to the standard amount of endings I put in yet. I mean, so far I'm safe. So far. That is spelled very badly. You push your ear to the door and try to catch their conversation. You think you make out the word coin bag. And your blood runs cold. You bash against the door to no avail. And there is very little sound on the other side. The room starts to get warm. It heats up to unbearable, that's the word I'm looking for, unbearable degree. And you pass out from heat stroke. and never wake up again. Bad end. For you, this is technically a bad end. But I think this is the same as the other one, where it's actually kind of technically a good end. Because I don't think Wick would abandon Red, though. He doesn't want to hurt a child or kill a child or leave a child to be eaten. So I think in this one he makes a deal with Baba. Get me the coin purse, give me Red. I'll let you have the player and I'll leave you alone. And that's the idea. Do you think Red can try help us open the oven? Maybe. I mean, if she gets raided and flooded with donations, you can imagine what happens next. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see to see if that happens. A neutral end. Wick is not chat, unfortunately. Yeah, Wick actually does not want a child to be hurt, really. If he can help it, he will save her. So, from Red's perspective, this is a good end. So, theoretically, technically, good end. Theoretically. Technically. Maybe. I don't know. What could possibly go wrong? If you have the potion, you can try tank the damage by sipping it a bit by bit. I don't think that would really help. It wouldn't get you out because you can't get out in the first place. And also, at this point, you wouldn't have the potion because you have the coin bag and you can only take one thing, so you wouldn't have the potion at all. So, that's ending 17. So now you have 17 to catch up on, guys, if you really want to be adding more to this than I planned. As far as the system is concerned, this is once again classing as a good end. Again, not good for you, and I'm calling it a bad end there, but, like, again, I'm giving it that question mark, maybe. You gotta go, Sonny? Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Your suggestions are wonderful and terrible. 17. Like Master Oogway said, there is no good or bad endings, only endings. I mean, he's right, but I need to define it for the code. So this one, what do you reckon this ending is called? Ending 17. Something about a paid for meal? You can add different endings where Red loses a limb instead of Wick. Red did lose a limb instead of Wick. Burnt bravery. That's a... Howdy, you are so good at naming these endings. Oh my god. Howdy named this. Burnt bravery. Brave, but grounded and brave with money. I don't know if that would even actually help someone get that ending, but you know what? We did. There's no good or bad code, only code. Brian sees Brainy's code. Oh, that's bad code. Fuck you, Lucas. Do you even know what bad code looks like? Limbs, eyes, senses, tongue, unable to communicate. Increase the plot. Okay, so we've given that a save. Make sure that this is saved. Make sure this is saved. And let's see about getting that ending. Give it a test. Make sure everything is going as it should. So we start. Oh, wait, no, I do need to do that because this is a bad end. No, wait, this is the good one, isn't it? Yeah, because we haven't done one-armed Red, so I fucked that up. I fucked that up. Yeah, quit. Okay, stop. Blah, 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 blah. Tell the old story, call the hunter, enter the forest. This is a coin bag specific, so we need to go the right path. We need to pick up the coin bag. Then we need to go the center path. Then, in order to get in here, we need confrontation with Wick and the player, which we need to take Wick's lead. So we need to let Wick handle this. And then we need to charge in with him. And then we need to attack Baba Yaga. You hear Wick on the other side. You hear Baba continue trying to tempt Wick with more money, blah 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 blah, and your blood runs cold. You bash against the door to no avail. There is very little sound on the other side. The room starts to get warm. It heats up to an unbearable degree, and you pass out from heat stroke, and never wake up again. Bad end. Coin bag with hole. Just coin bag. Coin bag of unlimited coins. You know, as you do. Burned bravery. Bad end, question mark. So far, I got bottled bullet, coward's way out, burnt bravery, regretting a bullet. Yeah, they're all very good. You were very good at this. So far, yay. I wonder if we can chop the other arm off Red and still bring her home, a walking testament to why you should never go into that forest. Imagine the fight blind to see the bullet, hearing cannot, Red as screams for help. Coin bag with hole. No. It's literally a challenge to make 100 different endings by the end of the year. Like I said, I would really like to get this out by October, so I can, like, give it to other VTubers to play for Halloween. Going to sleep and never waking up again. Amazing. No, Lucas, that's bad. I like naming things. It's compulsion at this point, which is wonderful because naming things is one of the hardest things to do. So I appreciate the backup on that one, honestly. Okay, so we did that. So yeah, if you're in there and you have the coin bag, you're screwed. If you don't, you're fine. You're fine. Mr. Wick will actually try and get you out. Else, I like to think with this one as well. I know you suggested Red trying to get you out, but I would think that both Wick and Granny would stop her from doing that and go, look, sweetie, I'm sorry. Your parent is dead. Oh no, I guess you're my child now. You are blue-eyed, blonde hair in my head. Yeah. Okay. So, you've slid down. Me naming things is just remembering what type of media has left an impact on me and reference that. Sometimes I find that I name things and I don't realize I've named it after something until I show it to a friend or something and they're like, oh, that? You mean like this? And I'm like, shit, that is like that, isn't it? Fuck! It's like usually like a really close name to an anime or something and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, Briny. How did you do that? I used to be able to make up names really easily. I used to just look around a room and pick like 3 different things and just take syllables from those different things and boom, I had a name. I find it very hard to do now though. So does the bag only allow infinite coins if grabbed by hand or only if it was open? E.g., can you be drowned by Granny stealing the bag and drowning you in your greed? I'd like to believe maybe it's a bit more of like a bag of holding situation where you can go in and grab what you need. However, if you upturn it, then yes, it will all come out. Infinitely. Don't remember any details on a topic until I remember what I named it. Like, it's like a memory remembering trick I do. It's like I'm making sleeper agent trigger words. Oh. So I'm blue eyes, blonde hair. Blue eyes, blonde hair dragon! Anyway, so you've been pushed in. You hear gunshots and more firing from the other side of the door. You hear Baba trying to reason with Wick, but I think also another thing about Wick losing the arm and everything, I think part of it's because Red didn't know who he was. So in this route, Red has listened to us and Red stayed out of his way. Other briny trigger words are Fey, Librarian, and Zhaoburn. Why is Zhaoburn? What did he do? Oh yeah, I thought about the Genshin Zhao for a hot minute, and I now remembered the other Zhao, and now I remember why that would be a thing for me. Sleeper agent phrase. A phrase to wake up a sleeper agent. You hear gunshots and more firing from the other side of the door. You hear Baba trying to reason with Wick, but he has none of it. You hear a grunt of pain and more shots before it goes quiet. Eventually, the door is opened and Wick stands there. No, not yet, not yet. Oh, wait a second, it's been 2 hours, what the fudge cake? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna continue my train of thought before I forget it, though. Otherwise, I will forget, and we'll get here next stream, and I'll be like, what the fuck are we doing? You find yourself flung up into the air as the house falls to the ground and hits the ground hard when gravity settles once more. Groaning, you get yourself to your feet again, and the door is opened by an injured but mostly alright Wick, and of course I would never miss you, Baka! Oh Lucas, why you be so sunsun? So sunsun. Order 65, just the command to get the Emperor's Max. Shocking how many times they almost royally screw up. Maybe have an Order 66 deep in my subconscious. Forgot about that. Would be bad. My coding knowledge returns when I hear the words public class. Cool. Haha, I got there first, man. Okay, one second. Scared Red, who runs into your arms. So I'm just going to note, congrats, good ending. Make the text better, finish it off. Okay, so that'll be ending 18. So you have quite a lot of stuff to catch up on. You know, if you wanna get me adding crazy amount of stuff, via donos, you've got some shit to catch up on. Wait, missing you? In what world would anyone miss such a nerd? People are so weird nowadays. I know, nerd. I know. But apparently people do. I'm not powerful now. I'm so powerful. I'm so powerful, but I do have to end the stream. I'm not powerful enough to keep streaming. I will see you tomorrow, though, because tomorrow I'll be playing Library of Ruina, but for today, that's all I got for you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you, anyone who lurked, and thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you watching, regardless of how you watch. Thank you to everyone who donoted and subscribed today. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you are on YouTube. If you would go give a like to the video and subscribe to the channel, because we are now 28 subs away from 5k. How bonkers is that? 28 subs. 28. That's 2 10s and an 8 away from 5k subs on YouTube. And if we do get those 5k subs on YouTube, you will be able to look forward to a 3D model debut and karaoke and a subathon, because that'll be crazy. If you are on Twitch, I would highly appreciate it if you could follow the dee-da-lee-da-lee-da, follow me for more wonderful content. You guys will also be able to enjoy the 3D model stuff. So, like, if you want to get that faster, you can hop over to YouTube and just give a little subscribe over there. That'd be wonderful. Time to utilize my 28 alternative accounts. Sure, you do you. If you're not saving for the subathon, or you're not saving your donos specifically for these streams, I mean, if you dono during this stream, there are many things. Oh crap! Nope, that's you guys. I need my stream thing. You've seen it before. My stream end script, because I can't remember things. There are many ways to give me money. That is what I'm trying to say. Unlimited account works. You can do it via YouTube membership, which will give you emotes, exclusive streams, a Discord channel, and merch discounts. You can do it via Patreon, which you can get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, and free books. You have the Kofi, where you won't get too much. However, if you do it in this stream, we will add an ending. And there is also short audiobooks in the Kofi shop. There is the merch store, where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of my books, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, a notebook, and even a very soft pillow, and stickers. And again, if you order during these streams, during these dev streams, I will count that towards the endings as well. Just so you knows. And no domain accounts, nor getting it banned. Such a living skill issue. I know, living is such a pain in the butt. It needs money and I dislike it. But that's capitalism for you. Speaking of capitalism, because of capitalism, I actually won't be streaming as much this week because I have been put in for shifts on Thursdays, which are clashing with my stream times. But 'tis the way. Money is necessary to live, unfortunately, so I do have to do those things. But I will still be back on Tuesday and Friday and Sunday this week, so it's just one less stream. Next week we'll probably have the same issue, but after that we should be okay. Theoretically, hopefully. We'll see what they do. But that is all I have for you for today. I hope you have enjoyed this another dev stream of Little Red and the Baba Yaga! I very much enjoyed having you guys here. No, how will I get my Brady Rose fix? You'll just have to watch some videos or something. Watch a VOD on Thursday and pretend it's me. Pretend that it was me all along. You could write comments pretending you're in chat. Anyway, that's for future you to worry about. Future me is gonna go worry about a cup of tea and her dinner! Until then, I will see you tomorrow. I had fun! I hope you had fun. This has been Bryony Smith, live from the Finn Library. Goodbye.